I wonder if this microphone is catching that angry squirrel behind me.
Now the coconut nut is a big, big nut, but this delicious nut is not a nut.
Hello, strangers. If you're wondering who I am, then read the channel name. If you can't read, then I suppose it'll continue to be a mystery to you. If you're dyslexic, then I suppose it'll read something like Sayda Hope, which honestly has a nice ring to it. It sounds very clean. I have never recorded a video of myself before, ever. I normally just do kind of parody edits, and that's a very rare thing. I enjoy editing, but, you know, I'm not talented at it. So I feel like I have a good face for commentary, not for recording, visually anyway. God, I have like no personality. I mean, most people record for an hour. I've been recording for 8 minutes, and I feel like I've only gotten gold so far. To make a short story long, I am a writer. I write stories. Fiction. Only fiction. I hate the reality that I live in now, so why would I want to write about it? I have self-published a novel. I do keep hitting that drape behind me, and you know what? I like it. It gives the video character, because God knows I don't. It's a fantasy story about vampires. And before you ask or assume, they do not sparkle. No, there is no sparkling here, unless you count the blood. Blood kind of sparkles, and there's a lot of it. So I guess there's a lot of sparkling. But you know, different kind of sparkling. Different vibe, if you will, of sparkle. So this is the book. This right here, that's good. Shine it right in the light. Oh, no. Here, maybe, kind of. That's pretty good. Again, I would like to remind you that I am new to this, so let me add the name of the book is Das Herz by Sayda Hope, and it is available at Amazon and BarnesandNoble.com as ebook and paper print. I will also be linking to Victoria in the description. Don't pay attention to that. First of all, I would like to say that this cover artwork was done by an amazing artist who I was so lucky, genuinely, I was very lucky to find her. I believe it was on DeviantArt. Her name is Victoria Boyko. She is just super talented. Like, I thought of the general sketch, and I was not able to draw it at all. And I sent it to her, and through conversation back and forth, she was able to basically do what I saw in my head. So I very much appreciate that. And I just now realized that I was holding the book over the microphone, so we'll find out in editing just how well you heard her name. Victoria Boyko. In any case, it's a very short book. You know, I'm very klutzy at how to do this with the camera now, but I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it just because this was really a learning curve for me, and I had to do a good amount of research. So like finding out where to put the copyright details on which page, how to format it, so that way it would come out correct on an actual printed book. And then I had to reformat it for the ebook, but very tedious, most people describe as. I actually found it very fun. Once I knew what I was doing, I actually enjoyed it. I think it kind of cuts into that editing side of me, but it just has some really cool details. I guess I'll talk about them. God knows I have nothing in my life to talk about, so I guess I'll talk about the book. So at the start of certain chapters, I have what I thought was kind of a neat idea. In the book, there is no terminology used that is the word vampire. It tries to be very localized in the terminology to the location where the story takes place, and the different cultures that influence the story, and the cultures that the characters are from individually. So I try to respect that in the sense of using terminologies that would be known in those cultures, that are those cultures' words for vampire. So something that I thought would be kind of a cool little detail since I was doing that would be to have an explanation of what those terminologies meant, what those names meant. So the very beginning one is Weirderganger, which again, I will apologize for the pronunciation of every single thing I say that is not English, and a little bit of the English too, because I'm not a professional linguist or accentist. I'm basically not professional at anything. Let's just cover that completely. So the start of this chapter, of chapter 1, just merely explains what a Weirderganger is, and it's just a generalized term for the undead, which I won't go into great detail with everything because I want you to pay money and buy it and read it and do that yourself. It then continues on to the story. And I know you're looking at it, you're like, why are you bothering to mention this to me? Well, because it's actually fun. This is part of the editing. Like, something so simple as knowing which page to put the capital on, which that's German for capital. Or chapter, I mean. Will it focus? Will it focus? No, it won't. Use your imagination. Then actually starting it on the correct chapter and having it be spaced down, putting name here, numbering page. I mean, I really did my research. I'm literally not saying this to toot my own horn. It's just that I'm describing that I'm weird enough to find this fun. Here's another chapter where it explains what the creature is. I believe it's pronounced Ubauer. So basically what the book is about is you have this story where there are soldiers. They meet with an unfortunate end, and they arise as the undead. They're given a choice to either flee or to return home and try to hide what they are. They choose the latter, and they go home. Well, all is fine and dandy until they are tasked with a mission to protect the head of the church as he travels to this God-forsaken town in much need of holy protection and purification. Basically, they're in the shit, which is a historically accurate terminology. So, in not knowing what the lead character or his men are, is that with the fact that they are all undead, they seem to be individually undead, where there's not a generalization. They're different. They are unique. They are their own special snowflake. And so to help with the trip, you have the lead character. Oh God, I'm gonna say the name. Eber? I think it's Eber. Frankly, I like the sound of Eber better. But anywho, Eber, who seeks out the assistance of an old ally, Lorelei. And Lorelei is a Rom, which is what gypsies are called. The actual technical term for a gypsy is Romani people. Did anyone know that the term gypsy actually comes from a misunderstanding, thinking that these nomadic people were from Egypt? And so it was the local people's term for Egyptian was gypsy. So Lorelei agrees to help, and she proceeds to assist the soldiers in learning more about their unique individual abilities, what makes them dangerous uniquely, and what makes them beneficial to the trip uniquely. From there, she goes on the trip with them to this village, and a whole bunch of fun little escapades ensue. Killing, maiming, all the typical road trip stuff. At least road trips I've been on. I don't know about you, but the maiming is normally my favorite part after the giant ball of string. The gist of the story from there is that they get to the village, they realize what the problem is, and... Hey, Pepper. Hello, Pepper. Dog. Bigger dog. Pit bull dog. Oh, dear God. Oh. Did you just rip out a cord? How dare you make this recording awful? It was so perfect before. That's sarcasm. Can you see her? Can you? I don't... No. You could not see her. But tell you what, I will actually insert a really cute and fun clip that is not at all annoying at this moment right now so that you can see her.
Good girl. Come on, bring it here. Pepper, bring the buoy. Pepper, bring the buoy.
Day 2.
Pepper, 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 please.
Day 3.
Pepper, bring it. Pepper, 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 Pepper.
Day 4.
Pepper, 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 Pepper.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
Good girl.
So they get to the village, they realize, oh shit, because the holy problem with the village is that it's full of undead, just to clarify. The fact that the main characters, they are fellow undead, so they're pretty much unaffected by this turn of events. So this is a little different in that regard. How each character is so unique, and beyond their abilities, they have very defining personality traits that actually play into the story as well. So you get this fun kind of blend of a character-driven story in a world of monsters and death and blood and war and all that other family-friendly jazz. And then here's a spoiler for the book. Only those of you who have stayed this long in the video will hear the spoiler, so kudos to you. The spoiler is, are you ready? The book ends. I know, completely out of nowhere. None of you saw it coming. Again, links in the description. So that's really all I had to say. Thank you, Victoria. You are truly, truly talented. And I did have her make the cover of another book, which I will talk about in another video, I suppose. Because after all, I mean, this one's just so jam-packed full of just, ooh, good stuff. I can't possibly bear to put any more in. So I'm gonna end it now.